I've said it before, just because we're badass doesn't mean we don't have any struggles. So let's see if we can help one of our badasses out. To be honest, that is hard. Okay, so this was in response to one of our badass affirmations. I just feel like a shell of who I used to be. I am completely empty. Now, I don't know this person or their life's history, but who hasn't felt like, they're a shell of who they used to be, especially if the person that they used to be was fucking awesome. Just because we age and get older doesn't mean that life always gets better, especially when we're constantly learning about ourselves, especially when we're constantly learning about who we want to be, who we don't want to be, all these little things. Hell, I was thinking back to my mid-20s, early 30s, back when I was competing in powerlifting, back when I had my ultimate, awesome relationship and was high on love and life and, well, what happens? Shit happens. Life happens. People happen. We change, we grow, people change, they grow, I said it before, life's a shit show. Some points in our life, we think we are invincible, so we act invincible. We live life in a way that we're thinking, there's no consequences, no problems, whatever. We do things, we make decisions. Maybe they're not great decisions. Maybe they impact us in the future, and now we're living in that future, and it has become the present, and we're just like, what the fuck happened? And when someone comes along and says, I am completely empty, that sounds like another way of saying, rock bottom has found them. Look, I'm no expert, but when you're at rock bottom, you pretty much have nothing else to lose and everything to gain. And maybe that doesn't sound like a great place to be, depending on how you look at it. But if you're completely empty, the only thing now to do is to start filling yourself up. Wait, that sounded totally wrong. But I think that we can apply it in this case. And all of this comes down to you and what you are going to do to not be completely empty. What are you going to do to build yourself up? What are you going to do to change how you feel? And the fact that you said that you're a shell of who you used to be tells me that who you used to be was someone that you liked, maybe someone that you admired, someone that you wished you could find again. And if that person was once there, it means that they can be found again. You're the only one who's getting in your way. And not a lot of people like hearing that. In fact, most people don't ever want to hear that they are the one getting in their way. They want to think that it's somebody else's fault because it's easier to deal with, if that's the case. But badasses gotta be tough love. When badasses help each other out, they gotta be realistic. Life is no fucking Disney movie. Life is no fucking romantic comedy where it always works out in the end in some bullshit scenario that never happens in real life. I will say this. The only way that you can help yourself is by investing in yourself. A lot of people, they have all these, things in their lives, but do they really take care of themselves? Maybe they're worried about their job, their mode of transportation, their social life, something like that. But are they really taking care of themselves, their bodies, what they're feeding their minds, what they're feeding, their stomachs? Are they really looking at that? Because most of the time, they're not. Statistically speaking, most people do not take care of themselves at all, or well. Or maybe they think that they're taking care of themselves, but yeah, they're just ruining their bodies that are supposed to, carry them through this life. I'll get off of my soapbox, but I'm just saying, that person that, you used to be, you can still find that. And maybe even a better way. Just don't give up on yourself. If you are empty and you don't like being empty, start building yourself up. Start taking care of yourself. Start consuming things that make you feel positive, that make you feel motivated. But don't give up. Because if that person that you used to be is someone that you'd like to be again, there's always hope for you. That right there is some badass wisdom. and I hope you use it and spread it and become the inspiration that you need right now.